Right, so here we have the square. As you can see, it's slightly off, but I'll get to that in a second, of your chosen fabric. I'm using the Rainer Apple from Hillary's Blinds. Now, the best size I've found after working with these for a few days is 18.5 centimetres. I have no idea why, but it just seems to work really nicely. So, turn the back towards you and bring your edges together. You can see now where I've gone slightly off. So once you've, with a steam iron, it's very hot. Probably steam up the lens slightly. Let it cool off. Actually, I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Trim off any that you can see. Make sure angle's incorrect. Open it up, back side facing you again. Take the other opposite corners to each other, line them up as best as you can, and it's still off, so must have been excessively tired last night when I was measuring. Go down that crease again with the steam. So now you've got, and trim it off. Forget what I'm doing, sorry. Right, so now you've got your perfect, let's find that down point, perfect square. Now, which way your pattern goes, I bring the bottom up to the top. I actually love the way that this fabric gives you all different, I'll show you in a minute, ways of projecting the image once you've actually made your lantern cover. Give that a press. Then you open it up and you can see your, and then you fold into the middle, and if you get it the right way. If you find that you having problems, practice on a sheet of paper first. I mean, it's so simple really once you get used to it, just getting the folders correct. So you've actually got these little indents into the side, so it actually sits like that shape. Now, you bring your corners up to the top point. Just give it a bit of a press down, and same there. Flip it over and bring your corners down to the point which is now at the bottom. And now give it a quick press with the iron. It's all lined up nicely. It will stick to the bottom of your iron because the sealant that's on the fabric. Very hot. I do get various burns. So now you've got your square. So what you want to do now is make sure your open flaps are at the top. And then you bring in the corners to the centre fold, so you're making a little diamond shape. It's not a diamond at all. Can't remember. Is it a rhombus? I can't remember. I can remember triangle. That's probably, and a square. That's as good as it gets. And then you bring those in like that. See, another bow. So, now you've got this perfect little shape. Now, where your flaps are at the top, what you want to do is bring them across and then over on themselves. So they actually make a downward facing triangle, like a little wing. So you bring it across to make a triangle, and then back over on itself again. Then, I'm using a little screwdriver, but you can use whatever you want, because it does get quite stiff, and you have to open up this little pocket that the fold was made. You can see that in there. And then you bend that triangle, and I poke it down in so it's nice and firm inside the pocket. And do that on that side as well. Obviously the stiffer the fabric, the harder you'll have to work at this point. But I found 2 coats was enough. To be honest, depending on the fabric, you probably get away with 1. Although I'd still probably be tempted to use 2 just to make sure it really is stiff enough to hold the shape once you've done it. And you do exactly the same this side. So fold them out, back onto themselves. And then open your pockets. Like so. And you've got this lovely little parcel. And then I let it cool down completely. You can give it a bit of an open up if you want to have the temperature drop. Don't want to make this video too long for you. Listening to my droning voice. Right, so now you have it. And then you'll see at one end is a hole. Now I've got very little fingers, and all I do is put my finger inside, but I found that using the smaller parcels to use a ballpoint pen was really good. And then if you press on the bottom, you actually can shape it really well by doing that, and just prise out all the folds as best you can, and there you have it, a perfect little lantern cover. Now to attach them is so simple. All you do, my lights have come on because I'm inside, but all you do is you pop the fairy light in. Now this is the only bit that I told you would have to use a needle and thread for. Get some good quality cotton, knot at one end, and then literally as they've got a double wire going in, you put the knot underneath and not do that. Make sure you're not near the edge. So it's held, go across the middle of the 2 wires, come out the other side, and that is it. And then you knot it, and your lantern is then a cover. It is that simple, and absolutely amazingly stunning. And the green with the lights and the print is so relaxing. It's very hard for me to capture it on video, but I'm thrilled. And then you just tie it off, give it a snip, and there you have it, your lantern cover. They are incredible. And as you can see, like I was saying, all the different ways the print's been used. So you've got dotty, there's leaf. It's really, really nice. And I'm actually going to have to buy some more fabric to finish the whole length of lights, because I didn't quite have enough for more squares. So, but it's a really nice project, and I'm going to do this with different fabrics for different parts of my garden, especially in the fairy area, which will be coming up on the peacock project shortly. And thank you very much for watching. As you can see, I'm off to put my lanterns up.